Suck your mom, yeah, I said it, suck your mom.
Suck your mother and die.
Dad, I just have one question for you. Why are you gay?
I am not gay. I am a straight man.
Are you Mr. or...
Who says I'm gay?
You are gay.
Why is it that...
Where there's tribal sound, and in the air where the tribal sound, terminal, tribal sound, Big Bass Spidey, the tribal, where there's tribal, jeez! You see me, I ain't watching you, watching her! Where there's Africa, got to take them to Africa! Well, there's Africa. Got to take them on a trip, on a journey. Whoa. Well, there's Africa. Don't mix it. Got to take them to Africa. Don't mix it. Hey, Spidey. Don't mix it. Hold on. I'm like. And again. Hold on. Hey, stepper, that's that one way. That's it way. Can you hear that roar? Stand clear of the door. Luggage overhead, everybody on board. Take off time on Terminal 4. And can you hear that roar? Stand clear of the door. Luggage overhead, everybody on board. Take off time on Terminal 4.
Weed in my lung, jump on the track like I'm nobody's son. Make a MC call out my name for the promo. I ain't got to talk, I've already won, say nothing. I will just rise up something. Man, I run a Gaza, but will get gully. Pop it off, you will get peppered and curried. When man say beef, I'm ready to cook something, that's right. Pass me my knife and fork. Eat MCs like I ain't been fed. Copper and lead from the Eagle and Hawk. I don't know what man thought, but it's cool, cause if man never knew that it's crunch time now. 4 or 5, yam him up like lunchtime now. Here's the essence, if man want test it, I'll slap one ton of man upside down. So much corn in your head like ow. Tear off piece of your face like wow. Where I'm from, we don't chat to police. Them man are probably chatting to the feds right now. Carbine for an informer. Come to your ends and corner, pick corner. I'm about 6'1", but you see my machine makes me look a little bit taller. Weed in my lung. Jump on the track like I'm nobody's son.
Oh my God. Look. If it's me your mother, you get a chance to catch like saga. Keep fighting, that's what I'm bad at. I take working perfect. Come through with the beat up under. If by the hundreds like 90 under. With the mic can never write the rhythm, cause I spit the fire just like houses. I'm a lyrical invader. I'm to the top just like Vader. You give me nobody can save ya. On the mic, man, I way too major. Shocking them teeth like Blanca. I got money in the bank, I'm a banker. You got money in the bank, you're a wanker. Look, you would have looks like bullrock. Get the rate to jumping like a bullfrog. I was doing for more than a while. I'm culture like Gyro. With the shit like Tyson. Don't forget to get a Tyson. Now you don't want to get into no big man, please. I'm here. If you want a little boy, I'm that nicer. I'm ready like the nicer.
From your jaw.
Jungle shape.
Move your one from your jaw.
Bigfoot.
Move your one from your jaw.
Shape bad.
Move your one from your jaw.
Miss Grippy.
Move your one from your jaw.
Tight wall.
Move your one from your jaw.
Pony wool.
Move your one from your jaw.
Pony yang.
Move your one from your jaw.
Nani wool.
Move your one from your jaw.
Ming yang.
Move your one from your jaw.
Wine again.
Wind up your body, come on. Try pussy, girl, cocky call you. Baby,
it's how we want you know.
wind up your time, pussy, girl, cocky call you. I'm chilling like banana. Wind up your time, move.
Yaga, I get me. Robert. Yaga, staying on the bench like Spracker. One bag of weed and one buckle of grabber. I mean. I man. G-Block never missing. And we always clean. Right is the machine. You know. I ain't no fish for the team. A party called a dream. But we will never see him. Hey, oh yeah man. Alright, pull it. Yeah, bud. What? What you saying? Yeah, you look up in this bitch. Yeah, but come on, yaga. They ain't the best like Spracker. One bag of weed up a clock grabber. One bag of girl like Shabba. Lord, one bag of girl like get dagger. Lord, lick the girl them with the hammer. Lord, make the girl bath with the mama. Lord, make a rascal, ball out, judge her. Come on. Alright, big up the people them in the place. Slap the like button, share the stream, all that. Real quick show. Yeah, I ain't got a lot of time today still, so a real quick show. Yeah, man, so my opinion. You don't have to agree with it, you probably won't. Okay, if you do or you don't. Still my opinion. And I'm welcome to... Sorry, I'm entitled to give it. You don't have to listen. And alright. So let me big up the people them in the place real quick. Shout out Simon Harrison, did that. Walk on. Danny West, oi. I've eat. Come on, Rika B, you know. Walk on, Reeks. Come on, they are. Old type Barry Coogan. Walk on, man. Big up. Old type Wavy, more wavy than the ships in the Navy. They are. Old type Victoria West, you know. Hashtag Nemesis. Hey, what's the hashtag Nemesis about, eh? Right, big up yourself though, man. Old type Fox. Yeah, morning. Big up. Oh, mate. Yeah, man. Alright. So, yeah, big up the people in the place, yeah? Real quick, let me say this, like. So, no, I don't feel like that there will be any reasons that will justify the riots or whatever. I don't know, what reason could make the riot justifiable? Because obviously when all the people that was targeted weren't anything to do with the rioter or the reasons for the riot, right? Pardon me, sorry. Or the reasons for what's it called? Like, remember the original news that was classed to be fake news? The guy in Pakistan got arrested. The dude on Telegram is spreading news and spicing things up. Remember, Syrian refugee who just come over, can't speak English. But none of that's still not true. And it was a Muslim or something like that. That's the only thing that still isn't confirmed yet is the guy a Muslim or whatever. You know? So, although a lot of people may feel that they feel vindicated, the protest, like I said, the protest, yeah, whether you agree, disagree, or whatever, innit, yeah, peaceful protest, no one gets harmed, people making their point. Like, whether I agree with you or disagree with you, I can't say nothing about that. Yeah, I can't make a complaint about that. Even I can have an opinion, but you won't be in the wrong for having said protest. Any of the other stuff, the stuff that rolled over into people's property getting attacked, like the Southall area where the people them had to come out and rebuild the bricks and do the windows and all that sort of stuff there. Obviously, none of that was still not justified, right? All those people didn't have anything to do with the reason that the guy has carried out what he's carried out. And like, you know, I know like some of the people that remember, like, I'm not a religious fan in it, yeah. So I'm not a fan of Christianity or Islam, but obviously you can't blame, like, okay, so unless what you're doing is in the name of said religion and you're following whatever that told you that you have to carry out this action, that's really the only way you can blame the religion for that, right? So even if the dude is a Muslim, blaming other Muslims for what my man doing is a bit of a slippery slope, because on the opposite side, when we start talking about any other injustices or whatever, man will start saying, yeah, but I can man take the blame for their ancestors. I can man take the blame for, so the same sort of thing, right? It's not right to blame these other people for what this dude done, innit? Like, man, that dude, he's a waste man. He's a bad guy. He should be thrown under the jail. It's probably on a vulnerable person's wing anyway, yeah, because remember he unalived 3 little girls. So there's no one that's out here trying to protect him or wanting him. Obviously, only his parents. Like, obviously, it's their child, isn't it? Yeah, but yeah, so basically, yeah, until the case goes through the court, yeah, can't really say what it was and what it wasn't. All the other extra news and info that they're coming through are gathering at the time. There's no way that any other person knew any of this news, because there's no one done any of this sort of investigation. So the point still stands, right? That I don't see how this vindicates any of the actions that would have been taken. Oh, because it's like even the other residents of South, they didn't support my man and want any of that sort of stuff happening. All the other mosques or asylum seeker hotels or whatever, they didn't even know anything about it. They must have saw the same shit come on the news the same way that we all saw it. So why was they to blame for any of the stuff that was to happen? Why are they to blame for what that brother done? Rwandan people. Why would Rwandan people be to blame for what my man done? It's one dude that carried out the action. He's to blame for what he did. You know what I'm saying? And then any of the other influence that was sending him down the path that he was going down. Like I did ask the other day, I don't know what influence you could be getting that could make you turn your life like that. You know, like, same sort of thing, innit? You always think, right, man's got no, it might be an incel with no family, no friends, and then the report comes out he's a properly with 2 parents, working parents, and lived in a reasonably decent household. What is it that's turning these people like that, these young kids, to ruin their lives like that? That's the real question still, man. But let me play the police report from ITV. I think that's all we're going to be able to get through, you know. Yeah, but I'm going to play the police report still. Alright, go on. Play.
Today,
Wait. Hold on. Before we start still, obviously, rest in peace to the 3 little girls. Yeah, speedy recovery to the other people that was injured. You know, well done to the security services that assisted on the day for the thing. And obviously, bonfire upon Abdul Ruda Cabana. You know what I'm saying? That right? I can't see that guy ever being let out of jail. He's going to be like notorious for the rest of his life. It's mad still, man. But alright, go on.
today, the Crown Prosecution Service has authorised Axel Cabana, aged 18, from Lancaster, to be charged with 2 further offences. Axel Cabana already faces 3 charges of murder, 10 charges of attempted murder, and 1 charge of possession of a knife, all relating to the incident at Hart Street on the 29th of July 2024. The 2 further offences relate to evidence obtained by Merseyside Police during searches of Axel Cabana's home address, as part of a lengthy and complex investigation which has been ongoing since the 29th of July. The additional charges are the production of a biological toxin, namely ricin.
Yo, yeah, sorry about that. I was trying to pause. But before the extra 2 charges, yeah, man, I didn't think man was coming out and going to get thrown under the jail anyway. With these extra 2 charges, god damn. What is wrong with this youth? What was he trying to do? Mad. How did you like? The majority of Rwanda's Christian. The majority of Rwanda's actually Catholic. And there isn't no news that actually says that he is actually a Muslim. So what the fuck are you talking about? What kind of a lie is that? Hey, this is what I mean about you guys that's extremely dishonest, you know? You man can't even tell the truth one time. Ever. Like, ever. No one actually does know. Is the guy still a Muslim? Is he a whatever? Rah, rah, rah. These are new charges that they found out the other day. So even that still don't vindicate the people them attacking the mosque or burning down the hotel, trying to burn down hotels, looting Greg's and shoe zone and shit, bro. Come on, man, behave yourself, man. Stop being silly, man. Really, is it? I don't worry about it. Yeah. You see the levels in it. Yeah. Alright, go on. Play.
Contrary to Section 1 of the Biological Weapons Act 1974, and possession of information, namely a PDF file entitled Military Studies in the Jihad Against the Tyrants, the Al-Qaeda Training Manual, likely to be useful to a person committing or preparing to commit an act of terrorism, contrary to...
Hey, wait. Is that Taffy in the chat? Hey, free Taffy, fam. I walk on. Hey, Taffy, walk on. They're up on the roadside, yeah? Hey, you know I knew, yeah? Man said, I agree very on that point. most people didn't riot. That's a silly point. No, the majority of people that was in the thing was from the rioters. Jeez, man, like Tafos, you know. Come on. I obey. Yeah, basically, yeah, the same thing man said. You can, you can't even rewind the old shows. Yeah, this is the whole thing in it. You know what we do, bro. Leave the shows up so you can replay them, and obviously try to speak as honestly as we can when we do, because I don't see much more people that get scrutinized for things or get said things that they haven't said. I don't know if anyone else is getting more lied about or scrutinized about things they haven't actually said or points they don't even hold than the people on G Block, cuz. Yeah, and the associates, cuz. Are you mad? These men don't even leave their shows and shit up no more, cuz they're so scared. You hear me, cuz? Yeah, don't be scared. Let it play.
Section 58 of the Terrorism Act 2000. Rudy Cabana will appear at Westminster Magistrates Court by video link tomorrow. Following announcement of further charges, today I want to reassure the communities of Southport and the communities of Merseyside that we are committed to getting justice for the families of Bibi, Elsie and Alice, the 10 victims who were injured at Hart Street and the other 16 people who were present on that day. We are also committed to being open and transparent with our communities. However, I am sure you will appreciate that we also need to make sure that we do not prejudice this trial.
Point, right? That was kept on getting made exactly at the time of Ra. Do you know what? No one can't really speak much about it because the investigation hasn't been carried out yet. We don't actually know what happened. We don't know. We didn't know the dude's name. We didn't know where he was from. We didn't know anything about him. So, how could you have a valid opinion on something that we know nothing about? That's the actual point I'm keep trying to make, right? Of course, people were upset and angry. Yeah, everyone else was angry as well. Are you crazy? Like, that's got to be a parent's worst nightmare. Something like that to happen. I'm a parent as well. I would never wish that on my enemy's children, let alone for someone else's children. See what I'm saying? I mean, actual real people that have tried to physically harm me in real life or whatever. Not like internet people, like that man don't really think man's in beef with and shit. I mean, like that sort of stuff there. Like, of course, no one's wishing that on people, man. You know, and everyone was against that crime that happened, didn't it? Like, so scapegoating a certain crowd of people to make it look like these are the people that's bringing that crime there. So it's trying to link what that Axel done to asylum seekers or to immigrants. Do you know what I'm saying? To the housing crisis. Like, come on, man. God damn. I don't accept that, man. Barely, you can gaslight yourself, but we all know the guy is a Muslim terror supporter. Ah, cool, man. Whatever, bro. Alright, mate. This is what I'm trying to say about you man lunatics, cause like what? He might be, he might not be, we don't know yet. That's what I am saying. Let the evidence come out And then we can now say, yes, he's this, that, and the other, and no one agrees with him. But what you are going to do, yeah, after the case comes out, all the information going to come out, yeah, you better going to act like all this information was stuff that you knew. How did you know this information? If you actually, okay, you might know so much and all the information that's going to come out before it comes out, yeah? Alright, lay out exactly what's going to happen in the trial then, and all the new information that we're going to find out then. What's the new information that we're going to find out? Man, stop it, man. Everyone's waiting for answers. Like the fucking feds are looking for answers as well, bro, man. Be serious, bro. You're not Mystic Meg, man. Behave yourself. Stop it, man. We're all waiting for answers too. Yeah? Alright, carry on, man.
You may have seen speculation online that the police are deciding to keep information from the public. This is certainly not the case. We have been given extensive guidance by the Crown Prosecution Service in relation to what we can say publicly to ensure the integrity of the court proceedings are protected. And therefore we are restricted in what we can share with you now the proceedings are live. Following the events of Monday the 29th of July, searches of Axel Rudi Cabana's home address resulted in an unknown substance being found. Testing confirmed the substance as ricin. We have worked extensively with partners to establish that there was a low...
Yo, so the police found out this information in August. So about like 2 months ago. When was the Rantz? Was that like the end of July? Does anyone know the date that the riots kicked off? Tonight for July. Is that so? They found out a month after. It's mad, bro. Listen, man, you're getting someone that will speak against the police nearly every day, saying like, "Bro, we have to wait for what the police find out to get the information." All right. That's cool. Alright, if that's just speculation, then you're entitled to an opinion in it. I can't tell you not to have your own opinion in it. Like I wouldn't actually try to do that anyway. If you're just speculating and making a guess on what you think's happening, then that's cool, innit? Like that's the only thing we can do right now. We actually haven't got the information. No. Bro, if it does come out like, bro, man, there's some terrorist. Oh no, really, it comes out like, man, was some terrorist, and the police was hiding the information that they knew my man was a terrorist, and so do this, that, and the other. Then that's where the questions may come out about, yo, these men have got questions to answer. But like she said, the search was in August, the end of August. They probably had to do their tests and blah, blah, blah. Got the results now and told us what they're telling us now, innit? So, as you know, mad. Yeah, I hear you still. It's the feeling at the moment, but the feelings against counter-terror would be the leading investigate if it was related to Islam. Yeah, I believe that too. Nah, if it was related to not Islam, if it was related to terrorism. if it was related to terrorism, then maybe it would be counter-terrorist police that was running the investigation. So yo, alright, let me run the rest of this video, man. I'ma call you now.
To very low risk to the public, and I want to make that reassurance clear today. I can also tell you that there was no ricin present at Hart Street. When ricin was discovered, all necessary steps were taken so that we could be sure that no one was at risk. This was a multi-agency response. Expert advice and guidance was received and adhered to throughout the investigation. In the days following, Merseyside Police worked extensively with our partners, including Merseyside Fire and Rescue Service, North West Ambulance Service, Sefton Council, West Lancashire Borough Council, Counter-Terrorism Policing North West, Counter-Terrorism Policing Headquarters, the UK Health Security Agency, the Crown Prosecution Service, NHS England, the National CBRN Centre, the Defence Science and Technology Laboratory and the Ministry of Defence to identify if there was any risk to victims, local communities and specialist professionals in attendance at Hart Street and Old School Close. At this point, it's particularly appropriate to recognise the support that we've had from our colleagues in the emergency services, local authorities and counter-terrorism policing. That support has included forensic experts and digital investigators, and that support has been in place since the initial stages of the investigation and continues. I want to reassure our communities that we will continue to work in partnership with all of our partners, and we are absolutely committed to keeping our communities safe. At this time, counter-terrorism policing has not declared the events of the 29th of July a terrorist incident. I recognise that these new charges may...
Yo, so yeah, this is. Yo, listen, I'm not saying, yeah, so like the police lady just said, yeah, it's not Veli that's telling you that this isn't terrorism or whatever. I'm saying we don't know it. I don't know it. Yeah, in my opinion, I don't know it. We're just waiting for the answers to come out so we can determine whether it is or whether it isn't. You know, everyone's entitled to give their own opinion. Little speculation here and blah 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 blah. All that, yeah. It's welcomed and well done, and glad you're enjoying yourself doing that. But like the police, like the officer said, yeah, like the officer said, they're not seeing it as a terrorist thing yet. But I don't know why. Yeah, like for me, yeah. I would say like Ricin and Al Qaeda manual is like kind of you know what I mean, like you know what I'm saying, like yeah, that's a lot. It's a lot in it. That's not a little bit, is it? So yeah, no, I'm saying like, bro, if I was the police, yeah, I would be looking at this like it was kind of a terrorist sort of something, you know. But like, you know, man's got an Al Qaeda manual on Ricin, innit? Yeah, but like you're saying, if we're talking about what they're saying, what the police are saying, yeah, that's what we got to work with. Like we keep trying to say, we're working with facts and not feelings, right? So opinions is feelings, innit? Yeah, the information that the police is giving us is the facts at the moment. So it's mad still. Yeah. It's crazy still. But the same sort of thing, yeah, that I don't think that you caught the main part of what they were saying, right? With the CPS, they need to keep as much information as possible to be unobstructed. So when the case is heard in court, it's actual proper evidence in it. Like it's not evidence because it's been contaminated. Like the same reason that started off the McPherson inquiry, contaminated evidence in the Stephen Lawrence murder. Like, you don't want it to be one of them things where it goes on for years, contaminated evidence and blah blah blah. Exactly, JB. That's what I'm saying, fam. Like, right, once they gather the evidence, then we can, yeah. But crazy, you know what I mean? Like, obviously, you know these extreme far right guys. You know, hey, even Banks is getting a bit radicalized lately, I lie. He don't work with facts, my boy. He's on feelings mode. Yeah, man. Hey, I remember Banks used to get people's head top. Yeah, pause. Decapitating people out here with the facts and that. Lately, he's gone into feelings mode, man. You know. Well, it's the love when he's on stage, isn't it? I am a patriot. It's that patriotic love. Oh, I love it. I am a patriot, and they love me. All right, run. Very play.
Lead to speculation. The matter for which Axel Rudy Cabana has been charged under the Terrorism Act does not require motive to be established. For a matter to be declared as a terrorist incident, motivation would need to be established. I would strongly advise anyone against speculating as to the motivation in this case. The criminal proceedings against Axel Rudy Cabana are live, and he has a right to a fair trial.
All right, so oh mate, yeah, you know what's mad? Yeah, it's like, and you don't want to hear me say this shit, innit? You need to hear these people tell you this shit. Like, right, okay, so speculation. Because of the lies of this government. Yeah, man. Yo, if you ever go to jail, yeah, I'm telling you, yeah, the majority of people that are in jail are gonna tell you that they're not guilty, innit? Really and truly, you want to see their paperwork before you accept that. If I'll give you some advice. Yeah, so the police said let's try to stay away from speculation so we can get a fair trial and then we can get justice served. Especially for the three little girls that died, innit, man? Come on. Everyone wants justice for them, right? We can all agree on that, right? Left, right, center, up, down, in between, black, white, Chinese, Indian, Arab, and all the mixes in between. Yeah, many people don't think they've done wrong in their eyes. Mad. Yeah, but it still doesn't justify the people going out on the streets though, right? Like where they was going to, the places they was going to. Hey. Sorry, I thought I was calling stuff. Yeah, it still doesn't justify the reason for the riots though, man. Like, you're working with feelings now, innit? The places that was getting attacked here, they wasn't anything to do with the reason why that dude went and so and so. Like, the asylum seekers hotels wasn't the place where my man got radicalized. The mosque in Southport wasn't the place where my man got the Al Qaeda manual, as far as we know. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, Greg's and flipping Shoe Zone wasn't anything to do with the flipping murder or anything. So the people that got arrested was arrested for those things. Nothing to do with any sort of peaceful protesting and not saying nothing. Like, don't confuse the people that actually did do a peaceful protest with the people that didn't. We play the rest, yeah? Alright, let it play.
It is extremely important that there is no reporting, commentary or sharing of information online that could prejudice these proceedings. I want to remind everyone that the trial is scheduled for January next year. Since the 29th of July, my officers and staff have been working diligently in conjunction with colleagues from counter-terrorism, and they are continuing to assess evidential material which we have recovered to ensure all the evidence is available to the Crown Prosecution.
Hey, Taffy, that's not true, bro. It's not true. And if you was able to replay them streams right now, yeah, you'd actually see that the people that was out with the vigil got labelled as peaceful protesters. The people that was throwing bricks at the police, specifically, remember the dude that was standing there in front of the police, yeah? Someone threw a brick and it ended up hitting him in the head. And then another flipping brick come and hit him in the balls. Those are the people that was getting labelled as EDL protesters and so on. So anyone that was going to try to attack the hotels and so on, so those are the people that was getting labelled with. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, so what really no one was hurting the riots. You alright, cuz? Hey, Diana, stay in a hotel, yeah? And let me make like 20,000 people out like they're just coming to burn down your hotel and tell me if, cause you didn't get hurt, it means you was alright. You know, the staff locked themselves in a panic room in the hotel. The staff that worked there. Yeah, the British people, the British citizens that was working in the hotel had to lock themselves in a panic room. Oh, man. You're going crazy, man. Alright, listen, I got to run the rest of this video, but I need to go and do some work, man.
Service, and the details of the case will come out in court. My plea is to be patient. Don't engage in rumour and speculation. Don't believe everything you read on social media. We must not lose sight of the families of Elsie, BB and Alice who are still grieving, and the families and those victims who were present at Hart Street on the 29th of July. We need to do the right thing to ensure that the justice process is not prejudiced.
Early in August, we were informed by the police that ricin, a very toxic poison, had been found in the suspect's home. Following this, our agency's experts in health protection and in chemicals, poisons and toxicology immediately undertook a thorough public health risk assessment. This was based on the available evidence and information we received from the police, from DSTL and from the NHS. This information confirmed that there was no evidence that any victims, responders or members of the public were exposed to ricin either as part of the incident or afterwards. Our detailed initial risk assessment judged that the risk to the community and to the wider public was low. As always, when responding to possible health threats, we keep our public health risk assessments under close review. As the police investigation developed, our ongoing assessment was that the risk to the public had reduced even further. I appreciate that this information may be concerning. However, I would like to emphasize that there has been no evidence of ricin poisoning in anyone involved in or connected to this incident. Ricin is not infectious between people, and the risk to the wider public based on the information available has always been low.
Today, the Crown Prosecution Service has authorised Axel Rudi.
Yeah, I got one more, yeah, then I got to bounce, yeah, so, yeah, man, so we're waiting for more information on this, and then we can determine what's happened properly, right? You're welcome to speculate, but like they said, speculation isn't helping much. Alright, so, let it play.
Iran just pulled an absolutely genius strategy at the UN Council meeting today. And as you may know, this strike on Saturday was actually in a violation of international law, primarily for the fact that the back and forth between Israel and Iran was settled on October the 1st, as Iran, of course, invoked Article 51, defending their sovereignty, and struck Israel. That led to the ending of this back and forth. However, Israel's strike on Saturday was a strike of aggression, which means that Iran, according to Article 51, has the right to strike back against Israel. But Iran proposed something. They said, hey, look, we won't strike. Matter of fact, we'll end everything if you stop your siege on Gaza. So Iran has said to the United States and Israel, stop supporting Israel, stop the genocide, and we will leave this and we will not escalate whatsoever. But we already know what the West is going to do. They're never going to admit it. So this is why it's great, because it has forced them into a corner where they will have to deny this, which will lead to the escalation of this conflict, and it will be solely to blame on the United States and Israel. And I just want to read here the foreign minister of Iran. He said, Israel's regime's actions constitute a grave threat to international peace and security and further destabilize an already fragile region. So it's funny to me how the ones that call themselves the most moral army in the world and say that they're so right is in violation of international law, and the ones in which we call terrorists are the ones that are asking the West, asking the United States and Israel to go in accordance to the UN Council in which they agreed to. So I don't know what's going to happen. This has really backed the West into a corner. Are they going to accept this? Will they say, hey, you know what? Let's stop. Let's cease this. Let's reach a solution for this conflict, or will they continue to escalate? The ball is in their court, and I'll keep you guys updated on what they say. So Iran just pulled an